about it, but I feel like I would really regret it if I feel like I would really regret it if I didn't come up and speak today. So basically, when I was at Miller, I wasn't in band at all. So like first day of marching band, it was really intimidating because I didn't know anyone at all except for like Justin and Amanda Shu. Shout out to you guys. But yeah, it was super intimidating because like high school is such a like a new environment, and like there's upperclassmen, you're like, whoa, they're so old and all that. But yeah, I didn't know anything because I didn't go to Miller and I learned anything at all. I thought it was gonna suck terribly, and like I would just do it just freshman year because like Mr. P said I had to, and I would just quit sophomore year. But like I was really surprised as like I was really surprised when I met like so many nice people, and I like actually became friends with upperclassmen, and I was like, whoa. But yeah, in general, in general, to the non-seniors, I really hope you continue marching band in continuing years. Like, I know there's always that conflict between, like, school and, like, workload, and marching band practice Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays, plus competitions. And, like, actually, end of sophomore year, me and Jessica Shu, we had, like, a really big dilemma between choosing marching band or junior year. And, like, we had, a nice heart-to-heart talk with Gary, Jane, and Ali, shout out to them, from last year, our section leaders. And we realized that, like, although marching band gives us like weird tan lines, like less time to do homework and procrastination, it's really worth it because you get to meet so many amazing people. Plus, like you get to see all of your hard work pay off, and like the audience smile when you like play one really nice like in-tune note on the piano. So yeah, I'm like really glad that I continued, and shout out to the flute section for being the best. Best section ever. Like I know we have our drama and stuff, but I love all you guys. And to Party Evolution for being the best. For being the best friends I could ever ask for. And to the seniors, thank you for a great 4 years, from our straight leg marching in Arabian Nights and our sketch panels to an amazing show this year. And I wouldn't have wanted to do it with any other group of people. And I know it's cliche to say that marching is like a second family, but like you guys are really so amazing. And there's no other activity like this. Obviously, all of this wouldn't be possible without staff and the parents. Thank you guys for that. And let's kill out this last show. Hype it up! I love all of you. And peace out, Girl Scout.
Positive community.
Okay. Yeah, hey. Okay, I'm Matthew, and so first a quick, like 2 shout-outs because we don't have a lot of time. Baritones over there for being such a positive community. And also to the band managers, Rachel, Christy, and Eric. I think some of you freshmen and sophomores might not realize like how much having a great group of band managers like actually makes things go faster. But like my sophomore year was my first year of being a band manager, and we did not have our things together, and that really used up a lot of time. But having such great band managers, I don't know where all of you are, but especially during junior year, which is really hard for them, that probably gives us like an extra week's worth of rehearsal. The next people I want to talk to are freshmen deciding whether to stick with band. I want to say, make up your own minds. I mean, like people are gonna tell you like, oh, stick with band is so great and stuff. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I will say that in my life, band has been really important. I have like 2 close friends outside of band. But having a family, but having like a family of 100+ people, that if I go into like my chem class last year and I had my table group, my lab group all set up from like really close band friends. When I go to the lunch line, I see people and I can talk to them. And it's just, it's a really great thing for me. But you guys are lucky because I'm such a positive community. Like my freshman year, we didn't place in the BOA finals, and there was a small group of seniors who created like a chat, just kind of bashing the underclassmen, saying, oh, they kept us out. And that's something that wouldn't even have been considered this year, or really in any years going forward. So just take advantage of that. Dedication, not procrastination. To people thinking of switching instruments like I did this year, again, make up your own mind. There were a couple things that like I always kind of thought trumpet and brass and everything was cool, but I never really did it until this year, and it was secretly kind of a last resort for me this year too. But I figured out that a lot of the things that I was worried about about really weren't that much of a worry. So for example, I thought I would lose some of my closest friends from my old section, but really not only didn't I lose those, but I made some really great new friends. Yeah, in my new section. So think positive. We're all a family. when you leave your old section, you're still in the band family. So it's not like people are going to be, oh, you're bad. I was worried about not being able to play more than like 2 or 3 notes and just kind of playing like a concert F throughout the whole show. But it turns out that after you get the basics down, it's actually not that difficult, and it's actually fun to play a new instrument after you've played the same instrument for 8 years. Practicing was fun, which was like... the last thing is that I was worried that the returning people like Davin, Alvin, and Shruti would be kind of like, oh, what are these guys doing? They're taking over our section. But they were actually like crazy welcoming. Like that was never even a thing. If I wasn't here, Shruti over there would have gotten one of the new horns, but she never even once mentioned it. It was just like, it was totally... And yeah. So if you're thinking about switching, shout out to the SBDC clinic tomorrow. Just drop in with like an instrument you've never played, I think. So if you want to ride to that, let me know. And the very last, very, very important thing that I think everyone here should know is that the Blue Pearl Jazz Dance is shameless advertising. January 28th, and it's the last Saturday in January. It's like it's just the best dance. You guys should all come to it. Let me know if you have questions. Yeah, it's $10 or $15, but the truth is that all the money we make goes to the band program, which you're a part of. So it's kind of like not even spending money at all. That's my talk.
Alright, hey guys, my name is Brian.
What is this?
Alright, so first I want to give a shout out to Justin, Ivan. It's really great to have you guys. When I first walked into the band room on my first day of band camp, I saw this guy. He had a mustache. His name was Pranav. He was this hippie guy. The first thing he said to me was, "Hey yo, what's up, dude?" I was a freshman. To me, that was very, very intimidating. I was just an innocent freshman. My life consisted of just walking to school, walking back home from school, and occasionally taking detours to hang out with my friends. But all of a sudden, this guy just came up to me. He was like, "Hey, do you want to hang out? I can take you to places." And I said, "I've never bike or walk to." So I was so confused and intimidated by all these new things that was coming at me. And then I met the sousaphone. The sousaphone was so heavy. When I first picked it up, my face was all red.
Oh yeah.
The experience is still so vivid in my mind. When the wind blew on the field, I swayed. Back in my days, I marched. I marched before we made the Sousas all shiny. Before they all looked really disgusting. When Pranav asked me and Ivan which one of us were like the only shiny Sousa left, being the nice guy, being the clever guy I was like, "Hey, Ivan, you can have it." I was expecting him to say the same thing back to me so I can have it. No, Ivan said, "Oh, okay, I'll take it." That's what Ivan's face. From that day on, Ivan had the shiny Sousa, not the disgusting one. I thought to myself, why did I come to the rehearsal carrying a 50-pound instrument on my shoulder for 8 hours under the blazing sun and go home smelling like rusted metal? When I struggled to cheer myself up during the hours and hours of basics, my section leader reached out to me and she said, "Don't worry, I felt the exact same way. But until we start going to competitions, it'll be an experience that you'll never forget." Well, my first competition, TOB, was definitely memorable, and that my bell fell off of my Sousa and made me a really bad bloody nose. I was in the bathroom cleaning for hours.
Hell yeah.
For so long that Chris knows had to come looking for me. It really sucks. But as soon as I stepped foot on that field, I felt a rush of adrenaline. I saw the crowd was going crazy and we hadn't even played a single note yet. It was precisely that moment that made me fall in love with this activity. I realized that this was a chance for me to share what I worked on so hardly for the past few weeks under the blazing heat and sweating like crazy. This was a chance for me to take ownership of our show and accentuate every single detail to make the crowd go wild. As soon as I finished the last note and put my sousa down, I saw the applause in the crowd. It was so heartwarming to know that someone sees what we're doing and is thanking us for doing it. All the hard work finally paid off, and the feeling of accomplishment was just amazing. I stood there, my heart beating so fast. The emotions that I was going through were really hard to describe. I felt a sense of pride and accomplishment that I never felt before. Marching band is not winning trophies and beating other bands. It's about doing our best on the field to perform for the audience and show them the passion that we all have in common. But that passion gives us the strength to get back up when we fall, to try again whenever something doesn't work, to man up and face the imperfections that we all have, to conquer the darkness that is the fear of being wrong. I've always been obsessed with being perfect. I tried to make everyone like me. I took note of whatever bothered someone and tried so hard to not do that thing so that no one would ever hate me. I feel like a failure if a teacher ever corrects me. My goal was to figure out everything on my own and to never ask questions so that I would never embarrass myself. That attitude obviously didn't get me far in band camp. I remember when I kept crying in the corner quietly whenever staff called me out for marching my dot incorrectly or doing a vigil too early or too late. I felt like a failure who was not capable of doing the simplest things. I was hopeless, disappointed, and frustrated. However, after one powerful conversation with Jason and all staff, I made a choice to not focus on the fact that I kept messing up and decided to focus on ways of improving myself. It worked not only in marching band but also in life. I was no longer afraid of being ashamed of messing up. I started to embrace the fact that I didn't have to try so hard to put myself according to other people's views. I learned that it was okay for me to be myself. Marching band is one of those activities that will change a person's life forever. It certainly changed mine. I've matured so much through marching band, and people have definitely influenced my life in a positive way. Marching band is all about pushing beyond the limits to make a seemingly impossible task come true. It is also about devoting ourselves completely for passion, knowing that we did our best. It is about leaving everything on the field so that we can walk off with zero regrets. Hold on to marching band while we still can, because time really is fun.
Love you, Brian!
On behalf of all the seniors,
I just want to thank every single one of you for a really amazing season.
Your hard work made everything that we do possible.
and remember,
To never give up.
Never say it's too hard.
and to always stay optimistic no matter what the odds are.
Together as a huge marching band family. We want to be.
All right, a couple things. First, I want everyone to turn around and say thank you to all the parents that have helped out all season. Thank you. Make sure, again, that you say thank you to all the instructional staff who've been spending a lot of time with you this season. Take a chance, because for many of them, this will be the last time that you guys see each other. You don't know, so say thank you to the staff. Seniors, let's give it up big time for all the seniors. Thank you to all the seniors.